at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Williams going to throw on the first play. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. We'll go down, and it's an incompletion.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Bears 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Williams to the air once more. Over the middle, that's Komet. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. To throw is Love. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Here's a third down and 4. Now Love. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a second and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Chicago.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third.
A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. Throwing on second down, Williams. And that one incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner. So that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Let's go. They send him right out of the slot. On 1st and 10, it's Williams.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll go right and find his running back. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. A throw complete to Scott. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Love to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? More from MetLife Stadium after this. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Love. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. They get 24 on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
Now a give on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Cut 19! Cut 19! 19 tight! 19 tight!
Now Love. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
To the ground, a first down run. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he goes up top, looking for Kmet. And this will be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. And they say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's to the tight end, Kmet. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Come on. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
On 2nd down, Love. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
You know, Mike, we all understand that the NFL is a passing league, but typically, when you're backed up this close to your own goal line, you tend to want to keep it on the ground for this very reason. Not only does the play result in a turnover, but now your defense has to go out there and defend a short field.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
They'll run on 2nd down. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Bears. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this.
Buffalo 18. Let's go.
A second down throw for Love. We'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Love. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. He's got it! And he will score! Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Giants take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready.
Now a give up the middle. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Here's Love to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Back to throw is Love. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down, Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Come on, set. Go.
Love. That'll be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Williams. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Chicago.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Jersey with the Giants on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. Smash, smash. Hut, hut.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter.
The ball carried by number 12. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Set. Hut.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's up past the 35. Got a first down. Putting down at the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
Up the middle they go. A short pickup to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9.
Trap 60, trap 60.
To To throw is Love. The second down throw is incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
From the gun, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Throwing on second down, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll get this out wide. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Williams to the air once more. Over the middle, that's Kmet. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Bears sending out their punt team. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Love to throw it on first down. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go. 18. Pioneer.
Slot receiver headed right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion now, it's Scott. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome?
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
On the double. Here we go. Sack.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Are going to take over at their own 41 line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Open man, that's Rome Odunze.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back in on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own, and at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go! Go! Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat!
Here's a run going left. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Set up!
And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Go! Head to 60! Head to 60! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Go!
Love to throw on 1st and 10. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Here's Love. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Down the sideline, inside the 25. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. So these 2 teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Here's Williams now to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Love. This is intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. He has Hyatt complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Love. in trouble, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
A second down throw for Love. He finds Johnson across the field. That's how you get yourself out of a 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there. It'll leave them just shy of the first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Giants.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
It's first down, and they'll run. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, Smash. 19 Lion. Go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Here's 1st and 10.
Tag. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hut, hut.
Throwing is Love. Going for it all. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Not much happening there, just a short game. They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
Love. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now, a big 3rd down.
Curve 19. Curve 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18. Pioneer. Check go.
On play action, Love. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. His drive will start on the ground. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Point after, coming up here. He's got it, and the Bears have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And not the best of returns. He'll dive to the ground and just give himself up. This is 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my